Hey, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the screen right now, we want to look at the circuit that we use to design the video that I just showed you guys in the previous video, right? Correct. So now, but before I show you guys how to do this, I want to show you guys something. Yeah, because you will have to do like a little modification to what you have on your design. So you can see, we use this servo motor, and I kind of like put like a tape, to put it on this box. So you have to look for something that is stable so that your servo motor can be on this and can move up and down, right? So you can see how I tape it. The side of the servo motor will have to be on this. Okay, so then one thing that I want you guys to also note is there's this white edge like top, right? So don't put this right now. Okay, so wait till we finish the code right before you put this, and I will explain why. Just tape your server model on this, and we should be good to go. And then the rest of the connection, I will explain it to you guys. All right, so let's explain how the circuit works. Okay, so it's much like the previous video. The only difference is just this servo model in here. So we still have our red LED. Well, you take your 5 volt to the red line, don't forget that. Your ground down here, your red LED, you take the ground from here, then you put your 220 ohms resistor, and I think the red is pin 5. Let's check that. The red is pin 5. Yes. Okay, then the same thing for green, but the green here is pin 6, I guess. Yes, pin 6. Okay. Oh, there's buzzer missing here. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, so but we're gonna have a buzzer. You guys should know, well, like this is a good exercise actually. You guys should know how to connect a buzzer by now. Okay, so you put your buzzer, the short leg will go to the ground, then the long leg will go to pin 4. Okay, so you have your buzzer, and that will go to pin 4, which is this pin. Okay, yeah, I think I should be removing some stuff from the design and asking you guys to fix it yourself. So this is good. All right, so that's for this and this. Then the sonar sensor, it's almost the same, but I think I changed the trig and the echo pin. Okay, so the VCC is still going to 5 volts, right? The ground is going to the ground. Then the trig, which is, so yeah, it's kind of, so the trig is coming from here, and the trig is going to pin 9. So there is a wire in here that goes, you see, underneath, and it goes all the way to pin 9. Yeah, it's kind of overlapping in here. So but then the echo pin is going to pin 8. So this one that is overlapping, this one, pin 8, correct? Okay, so then that is that. Then the servo model is very easy to connect. So you have the black, red, and the yellow. So the black goes to ground, easy. The red goes to 5 volt, which is a positive. And you can see like that there's a pattern, in electrical engineering. Black is usually negative or ground, and red is usually positive. So if you are doing your connection, if you want to be professional, maybe anything that you do on ground, we can make it black if you have black wires, but if not, you can use anything. But if you have black, make it ground, and if you have red, make it 5 volt or your positive. All right, so I think that is the design. It's very simple, and you can see how I have it on my own. So this is my buzzer there, this is the green LED, this is the red LED, then this is sonar sensor. So you can put the sonar sensor at the edge of your breadboard so that your car or anything that you are moving can come from all the way in here. Then you have your servo model that can go up and down. Okay, so now let's go to the code. So because I don't want you guys to have much to do, so I wrote the code for you, right? I'm gonna put it in the chat because it's couple of code too, and I don't want to be debugging the code for you guys. So I wrote the code, but just you have to do's just like what I was said, to do's. All right, so you have one to do in here. So in the code that you have, this will not be there. This is just to do some setup. You guys should know. Then this one is to define the pins that we are using. You guys should know that by now. Then this loop that we are doing the major thing, so this is the place we are calculating the distance, then we are printing it. I will show you guys how it shows when I run the code and I click on this, the distance will come on, right? Then this is how we turn on the, so like if the car is approaching, the red LED will be on, the green LED will be low. Then we open the gate, then with beep, meaning the buzzer and all of that. So this code I will give you guys. So this one you have to write it. So this is the one that we use to calculate the distance from the sonar sensor. All right, so this is how we do the calculation. If you have any question, let me know. But you can see here, so this function is called a function. It returns a variable called distance. So this distance is what we get. So that means when we call the function and we say equal to distance, so this distance will now be equal to this one because it is returning it. So when we call it, it will return the distance to us, right? So okay, that I think that I should explain something to you. So if you have a function that has maybe int or float or anything, so that means that function is returning something. You see, is returning something. If you have a function that they put void, meaning that the function is not returning anything. I don't know why this one is there. Yeah, so that means this function is not returning anything, but it's doing something, but it's not returning anything, right? So you can see most of the functions are void, they are not returning anything. But if you see a function that has something like int, float, they usually return something. Okay, so this is the code. If you have any question, let me know. Okay, so I will kind of run it for you guys, what I have to show you guys how it works. Okay, yeah, I think I also want to show this screen so that you can see how the distance is showing in here. So when I plug my Arduino board, so you can see it is just green light. Then you can come on here, so click on this and you can see it's giving us the distance right there. So the distance is 16 meters. So now, but when I pull something at the front, then the distance will change and then our servo motor will move. So you see the distance changed, then it closes and then the distance increases. Or I just use my hand actually. So you see, so that's how that works. Okay, so if you have any question, please let me know, and please don't forget to like my video, subscribe and share with your friend. It goes a long way. Thank you guys, see you in the next video.